morning everyone. I am Mrs. Prerna Gupta and I welcome you all, and I am going to teach subject EVS of class 7th, chapter 3rd, soil. Now, chapter 3rd, soil. In this, the first topic, that is importance of soil for growing plants. Now, how the plants grow inside the soil. This is the question which arises, but first of all, we will see what is soil. Now, soil, the word soil has been derived from the Latin word solum, which means the ground. The soil present on the earth now has taken millions of years to form. The process of breaking down large pieces of rocks into smaller pieces by action of natural forces is called weathering. Soil is the medium in which plant grows. Everyone depends on plant for his food, and this means ultimately we depend on soil. Now, see here, suppose if we take the example of a plant. The plant grows, where grows? It grows from the soil. Now, how the plant grows? First, we have to put a seed inside the soil. First, we have to dig out the soil, and at certain depth, we have to put a seed. And after putting the seed, we have to cover the soil. We have to cover the seed with the help of a soil. Then, we will start giving water to the seed, and when the seeds get proper watering, proper temperature, proper sunlight and suitable temperature, then the seed starts growing and it grows in a big size of plant. Now, how the plant grows? The question arises. Now, plant grows with the help of soil because there is different type of nutrients and different type of minerals which is present inside the soil, which help the roots of the plant to grow in the form of a bigger plant. Now, if we talk about the soil, soil is found in the three parts. Like first is the topsoil, second layer is the subsoil, and third layer is the bedrock. Now, the first layer of the soil, that is the topsoil, it is darker in color. Topsoil is found in the darker in color, and it is more suitable for the growth of the plant because there are some living organisms which generally present in the layer of the topsoil, which aerates the soil and which maintains the fertility of the soil, which helps the plant to grow. And it also maintains the level of water and level of air temperature in this layer. Now, below the topsoil, the next layer, that is called the subsoil. Now, in subsoil, it is formed with the help of some rock particles and clay particles. It is a mixture of topsoil and bedrock. Now, this is also fertile but less fertile than the topsoil. Now, below the subsoil, that is the third layer of the soil, that is called the bedrock, and bedrock is mostly present by the weathering process of the rock. Now, the question arises, what is weathering? Weathering means the breaking down of bigger rocks into the smaller rocks, or you can say the fine particles, which forms the soil. So, this is called the bedrock. Now, you can see in bedrock, a little bit of air, little bit of spaces is present between the rocks. So, that's why it also helps in the fertility of the soil, but little bit. The most suitable soil that helps in the growth of the plant, that is the top layer, and that is also called the topsoil. Now, hope you all have understood this topic. Now, we'll move further on the next topic, that is constituents of soil. Now, constituents of soil is further divided into 5 parts, that is rock particles, humus, water, air, and living organisms. Now, we will discuss all these parts in detail. Now, the first part, that is the rock particles of constituents of soil. In rock particles, what happens? When the rocks, rock particles is happening just because of the process that is called weathering. as I have told you earlier also, ki what is weathering? Weathering is the breaking down of bigger rocks into a smaller pieces of rocks or in a fine particles, that you can say clay, fine particles of soil. So this is the rock particle. This is the important constituent of soil which forms the topmost layer of the soil, that is called the topsoil. Now we will move further, that is the next topic, that is humus. Now what is humus? Dead and decayed matter, dead organisms, dead animals or dead plants which decay in soil for so many years, that forms the humus. And most of the decay particle that forms the humus is the most part of the plant which forms the humus. Now the third point, that is water. Water is also present inside the soil, and it is also a very important constituent of soil because water helps in the growth of the plant and it maintains the soil fertility also. Now the next constituent of soil is air. As we all know that so many living organisms are found inside the soil. They maintain the fertility of the soil also, as for example, if we take like earthworm. Earthworm is also called the farmer's friend because it aerated the soil and it maintains the fertility of the soil. And there are so many other organisms which are present inside the soil which helps in the soil fertility. Now again, air that helps the root which is present inside the soil to breathe. Now the next constituent of soil is the living organisms. Now there are so many living organisms like bacteria, several types of bacteria and several types of viruses which are present inside the soil which maintains the fertility of soil. So these again, this is very important constituent of the soil. So these all five are the different type of constituent of soils which maintains the soil fertility, which helps in the growth of plant. And now we'll move further, that is the next topic, that is classification of soil. Now classification of soil, it is divided into three parts: sandy soil, clay soil and loamy soil. Now sandy soil, we'll discuss about the sandy soil. As the name clear itself, sandy soil means soil which is having most of the particles of sand and having less particle of soil. And sandy soil is formed with the help of the process of weathering. Weathering, as I have told you earlier, weathering is the process in which the big rocks breaks down into the smaller pieces. So it forms the type of sandy soil. And sandy soil is mostly present in the Rajasthan and in some areas of Gujarat. And sandy soil is most suitable for the growth of cactus plants. Now if we move further, that is the next type of soil, that is clay soil. Clay soil is a sticky soil, very sticky soil, and this soil is best grown for the paddy. And clay soil is having more water holding capacity as comparison to the sandy soil, because in sandy soil it is having a less water holding capacity because it is having more sand particles, so water moves away because the spaces are present between the particles is more, so the water passes away. But in clay soil it is having less space between the particles, it is very tightly packed soil, that's why it is having more water holding capacity. Now the third type of soil, that is the loamy soil. And loamy soil is a mixture of sand, clay and silt. And loamy soil is best known for the growing of different type of plants, weeds, sugarcane, vegetables. So this is the best type of soil which is used for growing of plants and vegetables, fruits. And this is having also a good capacity of holding water. Now hope this much is clear to you all, these types of soil, sandy, clay and loamy. Now we'll move further, that is on the next topic. Next topic is types of soil. We will discuss that in the next part of the video. Till then, keep revising these topics and stay at home, be safe, be healthy, and thank you and have a nice day.